Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Kelvin Sampson Court in Butte, Montana. Sean Ryan sitting along with you here as the Orediggers get sent to take on Montana Western and the Lady Bulldogs. Montana Western, one of the most impressive teams in the Frontier Conference, especially on the women's side, after a Final Four appearance a year ago in the NAIA in that tournament hosted over in Billings. Tip is up, and Western will control it, moving left to right on your screen. They'll start with a little shuffle action, working against the man-to-man defense of Montana Tech. Zard will pick up in the help, working against Anderson. Anderson back over right-hand side. They'll move in against the defense, and Urich will clear the rebound. Zard with the defense, as that was Britt Cooper, the former Harrison Wildcat. Harrison Willow Creek was a co-op. So they feed it inside to Berg. Berg gets tipped away. She gets her own offensive rebound, and they'll reset on the offensive end with Meg Delaney running the point. Pass over to Williams, another former Class C hooper. Shot clock down to 2 as it did not reset. Zard with the up and under. It hits off the glass, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Paige Holmes. Holmes back over to King. King, your kind of all-star for Montana Western. She'll keep it alive. Back over right-hand side to Holmes. It'll be tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. 15 on the shot clock, 8:53 left to go here in this first quarter. Sean Ryan with your call here. From Kelvin Sampson Court, they'll inbound to Shy, back over to Anderson. Anderson played JUCO at CSI, as King will elevate in the lane and get it good for 2. It's a 2-0 lead, Montana Western leading against Montana Tech, as Delaney will be pressured by King. Coach Lindsay Woolley on the sideline for Montana Western. Woolley was on the squad here for Montana Tech back in his heyday. He's built a pretty powerhouse program at UM Western, as freshman Danny Urich, former Bill Husky, able to score it for the first points of the game for Montana Tech, tying it up 2-2. They get it inside, and there will be a chance at a three-point play as Cooper is fouled by Zard. Diggers lost track in transition there. Cooper got behind the defense, and a good pass from Western results in 2 points. And Cooper will complete the three-point play. Just like that, it's 5-2, Montana Western leading Montana Tech. They throw it ahead to Urich. Urich working against the defense, back over to Delaney. Delaney back to Urich as they'll break the pressure. She gets it in the corner. They throw it ahead to Berg. Berg gets stuck with it. She'll try and go off glass. Shots blocked from behind, and Anderson corrals it. They throw it ahead in transition. Western can't get the layup to go. It'll be stripped away. Collected again by Western. King, the three-point shot, it's up and it's off the mark. Rebound by Delaney, good box out. And she'll bring it into the front court. Into the hands of Williams, over to Zard. Zard in that high post. Zard getting the start. Former Forsyth Dogie. As Delaney gets it inside, ball's taken away by King. King in transition. She'll do a little haymaker dribble, bring it back over right-hand side for Anderson. That one's off the mark. Cooper will keep it alive, and it'll stay with Montana Western. Shot clock at 29, Western leading 5-2. The inbound to Lamy. Lamy on the inside. Back over to King. She'll work against Urich. As King gets in the lane, puts it high off glass. It's no good. Rebound corralled that time by Zard. Delaney to Williams. Potter checked in at that last dead ball. Over to Williams, and she'll scoop it and score it through the traffic. And a little bit of contact. It's 5-4. Western leading Tech, 6:49 left to go here in the first. 22 on the shot clock. They'll throw it down into the corner. That's Holmes back over to King. Anderson She'll do a little hesitation move, drive into the lane, puts it up off glass, and a nifty move there. Able to score it and give the Bulldogs a 3-point advantage once again. It's their largest lead of the ball game, with 6:26 left to go here in the first. Urich, little back dribble. She'll put the jumper up. That one's a little long. Rebound corralled by Cooper. Cooper to King. King in transition. She'll get past Delaney and then draw a little bit of a foul and contact and go to the line to shoot 2. Seven to 4 your score. Montana Western will have King at the free throw line to shoot a couple as Coach Carly Sandin instructs her team. Haley Crawford checks in. Delaney will check out. .6:12 left to go here in the first, and Westerns will build a 4-point lead. Ball back into the hands of the Diggers after King goes 2 of 2. It's one thing, she draws contact so well and finishes so well. Scores the extra points on the freebies. 6:03 left to go here in the first. Driving down is Crawford. She gets stuck with it, picks up her dribble, back out to Zard. They're looking to try and feed a little high-low. Long pass over to Urich. She'll drive baseline, get a little contact, and scores it. Danny Urich with the impressive finish there. She's got a quick 4. And the Diggers find themselves down 9-6. Montana Tech in that 2-3 zone. As King will launch. Rebound down by Zard. And the Orediggers will bring it in the front court. A 3-ball ties it. Zard into the high post, a little horns action here. Williams down in the corner. She'll dribble, attack it. Driving down across the lane is Crawford. She feeds it into to Potter, and there will be a Western ball. King. The handoff to Holmes. Now Lamy, she'll drive in the lane, feed it into Shy. Back out to King. King, 3-ball, that one's good. As King is able to finally hit from downtown. Ball in the hands of Crawford as she crosses the timeline. 12-6 your score. And we'll have a whistle and a foul, and the Diggers draw a little contact. And that'll bring us to immediate timeout with the foul coming under 5 minutes left to go here in the first. It's Western 12, Digger 6. Back after this. This is a Montana Western team. They got the win over LC State to open up Frontier Conference play, 60-47. And that was on Saturday afternoon in Dillon. As Williams makes the first at the free throw line, she'll have another. 12-7 your score. Western leading by 5. LC State was ranked number 17 on the men's side. And receiving votes on the women's side as Williams goes 2 of 2. Peoples will check in. This is a Frontier Conference with a number of teams ranked or receiving votes. You got Rocky at 24, Carroll at 7, Western at 9, Providence at 18, and LC State receiving votes, and a whistle and a travel called against Shy on the up and under move. Urich working against the pressure. Hands it off to Crawford. Crawford into Peoples. To Potter, little 15-footer. That one goes 17, and the ball goes to King. King in transition, defended by Crawford. Little shake and bake move, and it'll be tipped back over into the hands of Worcester. Worcester should put the shot up in transition, and it's good. Never let the defense get set again, as Crawford will work against King. 14-8, Western leading by 6. Ball into the hands of Peoples. Should work along that Town Pump logo. In front of the Western bench, it's Crawford trying a little back dribble. Gets herself stuck. Back over to Urich. Shot clock down to 7. Berg in the post. Good step through move, and it's good for 2. Good left hand there by Lana Berg. Berg, who is at North Idaho College. Shy in the corner. Back over to Worcester. They'll throw a little overload set, throw it on the quick reversal, and it'll end up back into the hands of Urich. Urich clears the board. They throw it ahead to Peoples. Peoples to Crawford. 20 on the shot clock. It's 14-10 Western. Urich in the lane, and a whistle and a foul. That's the thing that Danny Urich does so well, and she did it in high school. I had the chance to call a number of her games. When she was playing for the Belt Huskies. Does a great job of getting in the lane, drawing contact, and finishing. At the free throw line, she misses the first. And this is a Western team that's led in scoring by Big Nell. Back to the line, and Urich makes that one. Looking at the stats of this game so far, the Diggers, who started out 2 of 6 from the floor, have improved their percentages a little bit. So now approaching about 50% shooting from the floor. But Western does a great job of getting good shots, as that's going to be Worcester scoring from downtown. 17-11. They'll break the pressure by throwing to Williams. Now Potter has it at about half court. Peoples to Williams. They're not going to give Williams a whole heck of a lot of breathing room. Charlene will have it. Take it from 15 feet. The jumper, it's up. It's off the mark, and a rebound foul called against Potter. That's Shea Potter picking that one up. Diggers are led in scoring this year by Mesa Williams. She has yet to score in this one except at the free throw line. Rebounding leader for the Diggers is Kaylee Zard. In the high post, it's Britt Cooper to King. They'll run a little two-man action for King, and we'll have a whistle and a blocking foul called against the Orediggers. King is a player who seeks out contact on the offensive end. Chance to draw fouls. Put the defense in difficult positions. Anderson to Lamy, back over to King. King throws the back door to Worcester, and it's good for 2. Over to Mesa Williams. She'll break the pressure. Back over left-hand side. Peoples. She'll spot for 3. That one's a little long, and the rebound corralled by Cooper. That one is up and off the mark. Rebound down to Williams. And it's 19-11. They find a streaking Zard in transition. That one's off the mark. And the rebound tipped around. King has it. Into the front court, the step through move, and she'll be shooting 2. (19-11) is your score. Leading scorer for Montana Tech is Urich. She's got 5, but she's going to check back in. She's also the leading rebounder for the Diggers with 2. Diggers have yet to record an assist in this contest so far. Struggling with effective ball movement against this Western defense. And it's 21-11. Western now leading by 10. They'll come out in a 2-2-1 full court press. Ball into the hands of Crawford. Crawford picks up her dribble in a dangerous spot. And now Williams has just a couple of seconds to get it past the timeline. Good feed from Urich inside to Potter, and it's good for 2. Now the Diggers have to match up in transition with 40 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. There's about a 15-second differential between shot clock and game clock. They try and throw the back door to Cooper, but it's not there, and it sails out of bounds. The Diggers will have it with 6.1 seconds differing between shot clock and game clock. Game clock at 36, shot clock at 30. They get the ball in to Urich. Now Crawford. They'll work against this token pressure of Montana Western. Anderson defending Crawford at half court. Now to Urich. She'll get a screen from Falatoy. They try and feed the high-low. 15 on the shot clock. Crawford, she'll try a tray ball. It's off the mark. Rebound corralled by Western. This is Paige Holmes in transition. She'll drive in, pick up her dribble, back over to Anderson. Anderson back over to Lamy. Lamy to Worster with 5 on the shot clock. Worster, she'll put the shot up, and it's going to be good. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Western leading 23-13 at the end of 10 minutes. Welcome back here to Kelvin Sampson Court as the Orediggers find themselves trailing by 10 to Montana Western, the number 9 team in the NAIA. It's the Western team that comes in with a 4-0 overall record, 1-0 in conference. Crawford picks up her dribble. They feed it inside to Falatoy. Falatoy, the up and under. That one's no good. And over to Worster. Worster left-hand side to Lamy. Lamy, long shot. It's up, and it's good for 3. And the lead is now 13, 26-13. 9:30 left to go here in the second. Sean Ryan with your call here from Kelvin Sampson Court. Diggers are work in front of that Western bench. Williams tries to go at the step-through move. It'll be lost out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will have to match up here as Zard checks in for Falatoy. Ball along the top, back into the hands of Cooper. They're going to try and throw the back cut, and they do. Boy, an excellent pass there by Cooper into the awaiting hands of Lamy. That's just good basketball there. Urich gets a screen from Potter, and they call Urich for the double dribble. Great job there by Western of hedging. Urich forcing her to try and fight through, pick it up, but it wasn't there. An immediate timeout on the floor. 28-13 your score here at Kelvin Sampson Court. As Montana Western will break the timeout. The Bulldogs lead 28-13, and they will have the ball moving left to right on your radio dial. Pass thrown ahead into the hands of Lamy, and the Dogs break the pressure. Lamy trying to go with a quick move there, and she shuffled her feet. 28-13 your score, 8:42 left to go here in this second quarter. Diggers will have the inbound. It's Delaney seeing her first action here in this second quarter. She'll work against Anderson. They're looking to try and feed that low post with 12 on the shot clock. Into the hands of Urich. Urich to Zard. Zard, that one's no good. Rebound comes down, and that time she is fouled and will go to the free throw line. So Kaylee Zard will step to the stripe. (28-14) your score. Urich, the freshman for Montana Tech, still your leading scorer, rebounder, and she's got the lone assist for the Diggers. Both free throws good for Zard. King, she'll work against Urich. That's a good matchup there. Lamy in the high post will work against Zard. That one's off the mark. Rebound tipped around, and Shy was the last to touch it. Shy, a senior, out of Malta. Her older brother, Tucker, was the number 37 for the University of Montana last season. And Williams trying to feed the low post. She had the mismatch, but she drugged the pivot foot, trying to feed it inside there. 28-15 your score. Back over to King. She'll bring it across the timeline to Anderson. Worster, they'll try that little back cut motion action with the high flare screens. Here comes another flare screen, this one for King. King's made just 1 3 so far in the contest, and Shy keeps it alive and into the hands of the Orediggers. Delaney to Urich. She'll drive baseline, go with the step through, tries to feed it into Zard, and Zard can't control it. Boy, the defense of Western starting to frustrate Montana Tech. No catch is easy. Urich defending against King. They'll throw it ahead to Worster. High post to Shy. Shy will throw it into the Tech bench. They cut when she thought they were going to pop. And Coach Woolley will pinch the bridge of his nose and say, that's not the one we were looking for. Had the chance to visit with Coach Woolley this summer up in Whitefish at the Montana State Mid-Am. It's one of the things you get to do every once in a while when you're a basketball coach. It's the off season, go play a little golf. Williams with a good step through move, and she scores it. Brianna King driving down. Ball tipped away and stolen by Potter. That's good defense there. Now the Diggers in transition. Can't get that one to go. And the rebound corralled by Worcester this time. And Western will run. Worcester in the lane. That's just a pretty shot. Good shot selection there by the Bulldogs. Now the Diggers bring it into the front court. That's Graham Bernestino with it. Zard working against the defense. It's going to be blocked by Montana Western. And now King has it in transition. She'll work against Williams. They'll do a little handoff. Diggers going underneath the screen. Lamy on the inside, and she travels. Loses her footing and goes down here in this second conference game of the Frontier Conference. 5:44 left to go here in the second. 30-17. Western leading by 13 here at Kelvin Sampson Court. And the undefeated Bulldogs, ranked number 9 in the nation. Graham Bernestino, the throw ahead to Crawford. Crawford gets stuck with it, picks up her dribble. They'll have to throw it out to Potter at about 28 feet. Williams, Graham Bernestino, shot clock down to 8. Crawford to Urich. Long pass over to Graham Bernestino. That's good vision. Shot's not there, though. Worcester to King. King working against Crawford. She'll float into the lane and score it on the nifty spin. Boy, she definitely has a chance to be the Frontier Conference's Player of the Year. Averaging 15.5 points per game, 4.5 assists per game, and 3.25 steals per game. Potter keeps it alive and will score it off the glass. Good job of grabbing the offensive rebound off of the Urich miss. It's 32-19. The back cut is nearly there as Worcester throws it back out along the top to King. And King will knock down the 3 ball for the Bulldogs. 35-19, 4:18 left to go here in the second. Crawford to Graham Bernestino. Back out to Williams. Williams gets stuck with it, but boy, goes with the up and under move, and that's a pretty move. Showed great patience there. Drove in, jump stopped, pivoted through once. Then as the defense was looking to take away the pass, she went up for the shot. Potter with the takeaway on the ill-advised pass by Western. Ahead to Williams. Ahead to Crawford. Crawford, jumper. That one's in traffic and a tough one. 3:36 left to go here in the second. 35-21. They'll have it back into the hands and ever-capable hands of Brianna King. Back out. That's Lamy for 3. The 5'10 senior out of Wise River, Montana. Knocking down a 3 ball to give Western a 17-point advantage. 38-21. Crawford to Williams. Back out to Urich. She'll find the feed high-low, and Potter gets it stripped away. That's Lamy with a good help defense there as Shy was protecting the front side. Lamy came and took the back. That's King. She'll dribble down, pick up her dribble. to Lamy. Lamy working in the lane, driving up into the contact. It's not there. Rebound to Cooper. Back out to King. Shot clock is reset. King will look to attack against Graham Bernestino, and Potter with the block. Diggers have numbers. They'll throw it ahead to Crawford. Crawford. She'll throw it to a cutting Urich, and Urich will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. That foul is going to be whistled against Cooper. That's her first and the second on Western in this quarter. Relatively well played second quarter from the foul standpoint. Only 2 fouls called here in the frame. This one is up, and it is off the mark for Urich. Struggling a bit at the free throw line. 2:25 left to go here in the second. (38-21), 17-point lead for Montana Western as Urich makes that one. Western and King will bring it into the front court. This is a Western team that Coach Lindsay Woolley has been ahead of for 7 years. And he's got an overall record of 109 and 84, rather impressive as Worcester puts the shot up. Rebound to Cooper. Offensively, that's not there. Rebound down to Zard. They throw it ahead to Graham Bernestino. They've got little numbers. Urich in the lane, driving up. It's off the mark. Missed layup for the Diggers. (38-22). Woolley's got a 45 and 56 conference record as Anderson puts the shot up. It's off the mark. Rebound down to Zard. Boy, Zard is battling for every one of those boards tonight. She's got 5 to her credit. Graham Bernestino, that shot is up and it's not there. Boy, in the final minute 33 of this game, the Diggers have got to play a little bit better defense here. Hold Western to tough shots, maybe turn them over. Anderson stepping into a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound to Graham Bernestino. Peoples. They throw the backdoor cut, and it's there. Great pass from Peoples into Williams. And Coach Lindsay Woolley will go to the bench and call a quick timeout. He's not happy with Western getting beat in transition. That's how you build yourself into a national powerhouse. The quick timeout after the Diggers have cut it to 38-24 on the good pass from Peoples to Williams. This is a Western team that isn't extremely deep at the moment. By my count, they traveled 9 dressed-out players. They do have a number of red shirts on the bench. One of them being Ray Ann Bendon, who played at Twin Bridges and was a phenomenal player in that Class C state tournament last spring at the Butte Civic Center. King to Cooper. Cooper, the good up and under move goes off glass. It's not there. Zard clears another board. 42 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. An ill-advised pass from Graham Bernestino. But the Diggers keep it with 25 on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock, 15-second difference. So Western team that jumped out to a 23-13 lead at the end of that first quarter. Peoples, Graham Bernestino, inside to Zard. Zard goes up and scores it. Boy, Zard lucky to not get called for the offensive foul there. I guess they said the defender wasn't set. We're trying to draw it a little bit too much. 38-26, shot clock is turned off. Western a 12-point lead and 10 seconds on the game clock. King will get a high screen from Cooper, puts it off glass, it's no good. The Diggers have it. Zard dribbling, 1 second, the heave, and it's just a hair bit long. At the end of 2 quarters, it's Western 38, Tech 26. The Diggers do a good job of coming back into that second quarter after being down by as many as 19. Looking at the field goal percentage for both teams, the Diggers are shooting 32% from the floor. Western shooting 45%. Western 50% from 3. The Diggers over 3 from downtown. Free throw line, it's Western 5 of 5. And the Diggers 6 of 8. Western is also out rebounding Montana Tech 22-14 with 6 offensive rebounds compared to Tech's 3. Western has 7 assists. Diggers have 2. Diggers have 3 steals to Western's 2. And both teams have turned the ball over 7 times apiece. Williams, your leading scorer for the Diggers with 12. Zard's got 5 boards. King has got 14 points to lead the Bulldogs. Holmes, the leading rebounder, with 5. Welcome back here at the half. Montana Tech and Montana Western. Frontier Conference ladies basketball action coming your way. Looking at the numbers for that first half, Montana Tech shooting 33% from the floor, Western shooting 42%. Western has built themselves a 12-point advantage. They led by 10 after that first quarter, 23-13, and then 15-13 was the spread in that second quarter, as they are being led in scoring by Brianna King, who is well on her way to her season average of 15.5. So Western team that is 4-0 and 1-0 in Frontier Conference play. Looking at the numbers for Montana Western, and some worthy things to notice is Western got the win over LC State, who is receiving votes 60-47 in Dillon last weekend. That was a Saturday afternoon game, I believe a 2 o'clock tip, as the Diggers stumbled out of the Frontier Conference starting gates against Lewis Clark State, who's receiving votes, falling 82-58. Diggers were 7-2 in the month of November. That was this December 4th game. We'll get things started for 5 games in the Christmas month. 38-26 your score. Western will start it, going right to left on your radio dial and TV screen, or computer or iPad or iPhone or Android. Lamy in the high post to King. It's an interesting spot for her to play. Back over to Lamy. King, she'll back up, fire a triple, and that one is good. And what a way to start the second half and this third quarter for Western. They now lead 41-26. Western 5 of 10 coming into this quarter. Now they are 6 of 11. Williams driving in across the lane. She gets blocked, but it is a foul, says the official. Coach Lindsay Woolley telling the defender to stay in front of her as Williams goes to the line. This one's up, and it is good. 13 points now for Williams. Wearing number 32, she makes another one, and she's 4 of 4 at the line and 5 of 5 from the field. She's got 14 points now to lead the Orediggers. King leads all scorers with 17 as they'll reset the offense. Back into her hands. She'll feign the three and get in the lane. Boy, what a quick move on the little hesitation there, as Graham Bernestino will bring it across the timeline into the hands of Urich. Back over to Graham Bernestino. Williams, a little bit of an errant pass. She's able to corral it. Peoples up into the hands of Anderson. Boy, the length of Western causing some havoc right now, as Anderson will pick up the dribble, give it back over to King. In transition, a 3 ball. That one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Graham Bernestino, and it's a 2-on-3 break. She'll wisely pull it back out. 44-28. Peoples gets it stripped away from her. Collects it again. Back to Williams. They throw high-low to Zard. Back out Graham Bernestino. Nothing there. Back over to Urich. Urich, the hesitation move, tries to go with the left hand. It's not there. And the rebound corralled by Paige Holmes. Holmes pressured by Graham Bernestino. Anderson, she'll drive in the lane, drop it off on the inside, and that's just an easy, easy basket for Montana Western, and good offense in transition. They loop the big underneath as Anderson drove towards the left block, and sitting there right on the right block, wide open, were the Bulldogs. 20 on the shot clock, 7:45 on the game clock. Williams, she'll drive in across the lane, goes to the step-through move. It's not there. She'll have to get out of the lane. Graham Bernestino to Urich to Zard. 17 feet. That one's off the back of the iron, and the rebound corralled by Anderson. Anderson back over to King. King working against the defensive pressure of Montana Tech. Now Anderson will back it back out in front of Coach Woolley. He'll call a set. Lamy looking to find that looping big. It's not there. Back over. And into the hands of Cooper. King, the up and under. The English is almost there as Zard grabs the rebound. Graham Bernestino driving in. Back out to Peoples. Peoples from range, it's no good. Rebound. Zard had it, but couldn't corral it. And King leads the 3-on-3 break. And just like that, Lamy can't get the layup to go. Thought she had an easy one there. As Zard grabs the board. What should have been an easy 2 for Western gives the Diggers the ball back. 45-28. 17-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Graham Bernestino off the double pick. She'll drive in the lane, trying to push it against contact, and it's going to stay with Montana Tech. Officials are going to come together, talk about the shot clock. They're going to say that it should be reset. They reset the shot clock. Potter in the high post. Crawford driving in the lane, tries to go with the step-through move. It's not there. Rebound. And Potter's, that one's not there. The up and under, tipped around. Anderson with a nifty pass to King. King drives in the lane. That one's poked away by Crawford. Picks up her dribble, back over to Urich. Urich driving in the lane, left hand, scoop shot, it's no good. Rebound to Potter, and she scores it. And Montana Tech calls a timeout, trailing by 15. 45-30, 5:52 left to go here in the third. We'll come back here, 45-30 your score. Montana Western leading by 15, and they'll have the ball after Coach Carly Sandin called timeout. Tigers have 2 timeouts left. Western has 3. King with it. Into the hands of Holmes, back over to Lamy. 3-point shot is up, and it's good for Holmes, the redshirt sophomore out of Sealy Swan. Crawford over the pick by Potter. Back over into the hands of Williams. Williams, she'll set up for a 3. That's her first missed field goal of the night. Started out the contest 5 of 5. Is the leading scorer for Tech with 14. King, back dribble there. She'll work against Crawford. Lamy against Williams. Back into the hands of the ever-capable King. 10 on the shot clock. Driving down baseline is Anderson. Anderson trying to go with the step through. They try to feed it into Shy, and the Diggers will take it away. That's Crawford. Working against the pressure of Western. Back over into the hands of Crawford. Long skip pass. Peoples across the lane, falling away from contact. I think if she would have gone straight up, probably would have got something. 6:25 on the shot clock for Western as they lead by 18, 48-30. They try and drop it into Shy, and it'll be tied up on the errant pass from Anderson. Worcester set to check in for the Bulldogs as that brings us to immediate timeout. 48-30, your score, 4:13 left to go here in the third. Coming back from the timeout, Montana Western now shooting 44% from the field. They are 18 of 41. Urich will have it, working against the defense of the Bulldogs. To Crawford. Potter sets a high pick. They'll roll her into the lane. Pass to Urich. Potter, she'll spot up for three. This one's up, and it's good. Shea Potter puts the Diggers back on the board. 48-33 is your score. They're going to whistle it a 2, not a 3, as Potter's foot was over the line. Shy in the high post to King. She'll drive baseline. Back to Shy. That one's off the mark. Rebound. Crawford had it, then didn't have it as it bounced off the backboard, off of her shoulder, and out of bounds. 3:35 left to go here in the third. 48-33 your score. King gets it, and Western has a brand new shot clock. Officials double checking what they got. Shy. Trying to feed Shy on the inside was Lamy, as King will just have to take it one-on-one. They try to throw it to that looping big. It's not there. Worcester, the backdoor cut there by Lamy, blocked by Potter. Potter came across the lane and knocked it away. They try to feed it inside to Berg, and that one has too much on it. Potter in that high post, or extended high post, if you will. Looking to try and do damage as a passer. She's already made a shot from that area just 2 possessions ago. Cooper looking for the back cut. It's not there. Back to Lamy. Lamy driving against Berg. Back to King. King against Urich. Goes the step through, up and under. It's not there, and the rebound corralled by Danny Urich. And that's poked away. King into the hands and back into him. It's off the mark. The layup no good for the Bulldogs. Williams gets a screen from Berg. Berg, she'll roll hard towards the basket. Back to Williams. They throw the high-low. It's not there, and there's a lot of Bulldogs right in the vicinity. An ill-advised pass as Worcester will look to drive across the lane. Back to Lamy. Lamy to Worcester. Worcester taking it against Urich. She'll have it as Crawford denies the back door, but it'll stay with the Bulldogs. 11 on the shot clock. Graham Bernisto back into the game for the Diggers. throw it out to Cooper. Lamy, they'll set a little flex screen, feeding it into Worcester as Crawford gets the steal. She'll drop it off to Berg. Berg on the inside, and they call the travel. That was good defense there by Cooper, speeding back after the Diggers had forced the turnover. 48-33 your score. Minute 38 left to go here in the third as Bernardino pressuring King. It's a good matchup there between two speedy guards. Back out pass to Worcester, and that three is good. Western lighting it up from three-point land. They are now 8 of 14 from downtown. And the Diggers are just 1 of 8. Crawford will get the screen from Potter, and she'll find her way into the lane. Bernardino applying pressure for the Orediggers as a backdoor cut will burn you there. That was Lamy. She scored on about 3 or 4 of those this evening's game. Western now creeping closer and closer to shooting 50% from the floor. Back over to Charlet. Charlet in the lane. Right hand, it's good. It's Graham Bernisto with the score. 53-37 your score. 15 seconds left to go here in the third. Eight seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Lamy, long shot over to Holmes. It's off the mark. Rebound down to Williams, and the shot will not count if it goes. 53-37 at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be back after this. Coming back from the timeout, or from the quarter break, excuse me. It'll be Western with the ball once again. The Bulldogs still moving right to left on your radio dial. Find a little lane. Cooper with the right hand. Boy, that's just good basketball there. As Western has built their lead out to 18 once again. And a great drive there by Williams. She's the leading scorer for the Diggers with 16. King working against Graham Bernardino. Lamy trying to throw the backdoor pass. It's off a couple of legs, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. The backdoor wasn't there, but it has been there a whole heck of a lot tonight for Montana Western. Western will throw it in very nearly into the backcourt with 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. King driving in, and she'll go up and score that one. King pressuring the ball. Ball's in the hands of Williams. 25 on the shot clock. They're trying to feed it into Zard. Potter, high-low, this time to Zard. She'll go up, can't score that one, and it'll bounce out of bounds. Ball going back to the Diggers. This is a Western team that is very, very talented and very impressive to watch. Urich catches the inbound. Back to Williams. Charlotte, Graham, Bernestino. She'll drive baseline. Drop it off to Williams. Williams across the lane. Ball stripped away. Knocked away with 4 on the shot clock. Williams, she'll fire. That one short, not enough leg in it. And it'll be a shot clock violation. It's a sign of good defense there by Montana Western. 57-39 your score. 8:39 left to go here in this fourth quarter. King across the lane. She scores it. And by my tally, she should have 21. Double check it as a stats update. But she has had her fair share of good looks. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Diggers in front of their own bench. Down by 20. 8:18 left to go here in the fourth. Delaney back into the game at the dead ball. Good pass from Urich to Williams. Williams on the cut, across the lane, the blocking foul, and it'll be good for 2. Two free throws coming. That's Paige Holmes. And Williams can't get that one at the line. She's got 16. First free throw miss of the evening. And that one's off the mark as well. Maybe a tougher fall than it looked from up here. She couldn't get that one to go. King across the lane. That one hit Urich, but she couldn't corral it and come away with the steal. It'll be Western basketball with 23 seconds on the shot clock. Pass out to Cooper. Lamy to Holmes. Back to Worster across the lane. Picks up her dribble. Gets stuck with it. Back over to King. 12 on the shot clock. She'll work against Williams. Williams, the good defense there, but King hits the deck and scores it. Urich across the lane. That one she might have mistimed her steps. Diggers get the ball back with the shot clock reset. Potter in the high post. Looking to feed. They'll run of the law on ball action for Urich. Long pass over to Delaney. Delaney. Feed it high post to Zard. Zard off glass. It's good. That's good basketball there by Montana Tech. Except the Diggers find themselves down 20 as King will score it. Foul's going to be going against Shea Potter. That's the second personal against Potter. The first team foul against the Orediggers here in this fourth quarter. You know, and that was a change that I think really benefited women's college basketball, going to the 5 fouls per quarter. It's kind of sped the game up, cleaned it up a little bit. Delaney to Zard. Zard the pump fake, shovel pass. Down to Urich. Urich in the lane. That one's up, off the mark, just touched the glass. Or excuse me, the front of the iron. And the Diggers will have to drop back into their man-to-man defense against this Western offense that has just been cooking tonight, especially from deep. They're 8 of 15 from downtown as Anderson spies one, but won't take it with 10 on the shot clock. 64-41. Anderson with 3 on the shot clock, can't get that one to go. Rebound, corralled. They throw it ahead to Zard in transition. Zard goes down, and officials blow the whistle. Just double check that everybody's all right. And it'll be Western basketball. Returning the game for the Orediggers is Molly Peoples. 64-41, Western leading by 23. This is the number 9 ranked team in the nation. 4-0 overall, 1-0 in Frontier Conference play, with a win over receiving votes LC State. Try and throw that little flare screen action to King. It's not there. As Cooper will throw the backdoor. It's one thing Western's not afraid of doing is throwing that backdoor cut. And the Diggers come away with a steal. Good double team there by Zard and Peoples as King keeps it alive back into the hands of the Orediggers. .17 on the shot clock. Delaney comes off the double high pick. High-low, not there as Potter gets it denied. Back to Anderson. She'll drive baseline, trade the 1-footer. It's not there. Rebound down to Delaney. Delaney's got numbers. She'll throw it out to Peoples with the no look. It wasn't handled. And the Diggers will reset. Williams, the 3, it's off the mark. Doesn't draw iron, and it goes back to Western. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth, and that'll bring us to immediate timeout. 64-41 your score here in the fourth quarter. 4:52 left to go. .452 remaining in this one. And the Bulldogs lead by 23. 64-41 your score. Cooper, she'll try the triple, and it's up and it's good. Western continuing to shoot the ball exceptionally well there. Now at above 55% from 3 there. 9 of 16. Peoples gets a screen from Falatoy. Feed it into Falatoy in the low post. Back out, Peoples. Trying to answer, that one's got too much on it. And Brianna King will score it on the other end for the Bulldogs. King now has 30 by my tally. Potter into Falatoy. Falatoy off the glass. Good high-low action there. But probably a little bit too little, too late. Cooper in that high post. And a whistle and a foul called against Potter on the hold. And Molly Peoples gets called for the hold. That's the second team foul on the Diggers. Bookout checking in for Western, wearing number 10. She's a senior out of Draper, Utah. She'll have it with a handoff to Anderson. Bookout, 19 on the shot clock. Cooper throws the back door, and Anderson scores it. A little mismatch there as Anderson's got a step or two on Falatoy. 3:15 left to go here in the fourth. Kelvin Sampson court. The Orediggers after this one will play University of Alberta Augustana on the 8th. It'll be a 5 o'clock start. Falatoy sets a screen for Urich. Pass over to Peoples. Peoples, she'll drive baseline, and they're going to call a foul against the Bulldogs as People drives baseline. Foul goes against Anderson. Just her first, and boy, a good game played by her. And a good ovation for Britt Cooper as she checks out. She has had a phenomenal game. Been really a powerhouse on the Frontier ever since she made her way from Harrison to Dillon. Berg in the low post, inside to Potter, and she scores it. Good post-to-post pass there. So they drive in, extra pass out. Anderson, she was feeling that one, it's no good. And Western is now shooting 50% from three-point land. Urich, long cross-court pass to Crawford. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson backs up. Over to Bookout. Worster. Back to Anderson. Anderson with 10 on the shot clock. 7 on the shot clock now as they go the up and under. Scoring that one is Mesa King. King out of Sweetgrass County High School in Big Timber, Montana. All redshirt freshman at 6'1", scoring her first points of the ball game. Potter tries the triple, and that one falls short and out of bounds. Charlie Oredigger there for the rebound. .30 seconds on the shot clock and 1:30 on the game clock. Bookout to Worster to Anderson. She'll fire from in front of the Western bench. That one's off the mark. King comes down at the board, but Worster will turn it over as Potter gets the steal. Across the timeline for the Diggers, who trail 73-45. 1:04 left to go here in this one. Williams working in, tried to go with this little backup move. It wasn't available. This time she'll have it. Nearly drags that pivot foot to Crawford with 2. That one's up, draws no iron, and another shot clock for the Lady Diggers. .43 seconds left to go here in this ball game. 73-45 your score. Leading scorer for the Diggers is Williams. King, leading scorer for Montana Western, with a 30 spot. Mesa King. Bookout, she'll drive in to Worster with 6 on the shot clock. Anderson sets her feet and hits one. 76 points now for Western. And another 3 ball. It's their 10th 3 of the game. .11 seconds left to go in this one. Williams with it. Gets a screen from Jamie Berg. Berg trying to post up in the high post. Potter loses it. 2 seconds left. Berg to Urich. Urich, this one's up. And that'll be the end of it. 76-45 your final. Leading scorer for Western is King with 30, Cooper with 7 rebounds, and Anderson with 3 assists. Williams finishes with 16 points, Zard with 9 rebounds, and Urich with 3 assists. Urich had an okay showing with 6 points. 7 points for Shea Potter, 6 points for Kaylee Zard, 2 points apiece from Haley Crawford, Charlotte Graham Bernardino, 2 points from Lanneberg, and 2 points from Celestina Falatoy. Western, it was the Brianna King show. She ended up with 30. Shannon Worcester with 14. Paige Holmes had 7. Anderson had 10. And Western finished the contest 10 of 19 from 3. A perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And the Diggers shot just 31% from the floor. They were 1 of 14 from downtown. And they shot 72% from the line, but they were out-rebounded by Western, 43-29. Men's game to follow as the Diggers lose this one, 76-45. That game will feature an impressive contest between two teams who are willing to battle it out. Tech Western, it's always a good one. We hope you stay tuned.